It's Rob!
Tony! And I'm Jeff.
We're in gaming.
And that's you.
Hey gamers, and welcome back to the Inn. I'm Rob, of course, and today we're going to tackle another Hearthstone all-common deck, and that's going to be the Paladin. It's probably one of my favorite decks I've played so far. It's very effective, and it's not half bad for being like an all-common deck. Normally, common decks are a little iffy. You win some, you lose some. Normally, they're not that effective, but this Paladin deck actually surprisingly is doing very well from me, at least. So like normal, we'll go through, we'll play 3 ranked games, we'll see if we can win all 3, hopefully we can, I'm sure we can, and yeah, so let's get on into it. So off the bat, you see I got rid of the high drops, and now I've got 2 Avenge, a Paladin Shredder, and a 7 drop. So this hand is not looking too great, but we are playing a Druid deck. Druid's decks are known for not being that fast, they pick up around turn 4 or 5, so I'm not really worried about my early game. So just playing the secret and obviously ending my turn. There wasn't not much to explain there. The deck list should be on the side. If you have any questions about these cards, let me know in the comment section below, or if you like have a replacement for them, you've moved out of the all commons and you don't know what to replace, just go ahead and leave that in the comment section below. A lot of these cards surprisingly are in most Paladin decks just as staples. I mean, the True Silver Champion, Blessing of the Kings is in a lot of them, Consecration, Hammer of Wrath, Paladin Shredder, Vigil. I mean, most of these cards, the Guardian of Kings, these are a lot of good cards. So this may be why the Paladin deck does so well. So as we can see, we coined and then Paladin Shredder. It's just to pretty much get something on the field. I mean, if I don't play a creature by turn 4, I mean, that's kind of not so swell. So alright, so it looks like he's killing off my Paladin Shredder, and he played the 2/5. Okay. Well, we know that Druids don't have weapons, so our Acidic Swamp Ooze is in this deck. Will literally do us nothing. So can we even? I don't think we can kill this thing off. There's no point to Hammer of Justice, unless we want to just go for draw. Or we could passive Acidic Swamp Ooze. If he ends up killing anything, it'll give the other one a 3/2. So might as well just swing for face. What I didn't know is that Druid card that he played is considered a beast, because I always wondered what that 5 drop, because there's a card in the Druid deck and it's a 5 drop and it says if you have a beast, give yourself 7/7 or make it a 7/7, and I was just like, who runs a beast Druid deck? And I just now realized that the card, the 2/5, or it can turn into a 5/2, is considered a beast. So I am glad I saved my Hammer of Wrath. Unfortunately, we're still gonna have to kill off one of the creatures on my field, but oh well. Acidic Swamp Ooze, you were good. And we're gonna end our turn, and now my Silver Hand Recruit is slowly being buffed. He is now a 3/1. He's making his way downtown, walking fast, getting buffed, doing things. Too bad he only has 1 health though. He won't stand a chance against a Druid passive. Oh well, he had another Druid of the Claw. And he has 4 mana. Paladin Shredder? Shredder? Oh, what a guess. And then he's going to give this guy a nice 3/2. So now my Swordsmith actually is a pretty scary Swordsmith. So, what to do here? We could play Boulder Fist, get some good aggro on the field, or we can Consecrate and passive. I don't know. We do have 2 Consecrates in our hand. Consecrate to get rid of this 2/2. We'll be able to kill his 4/6, and it'll leave the Paladin Shredder. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. It's not too bad. So now this thing's a 2/1. My Swordsmith is of course going to die to his Paladin Shredder, but I mean, look at the card advantages. His 3 cards and 1 on field to my 6 in hand, 2 on field. And wow, that was a really annoying drop he got out of his Paladin Shredder. That's probably, yeah, Annoyotron is pretty fucking annoying. I always get the 1/1 fucking Pirate Bird, and everybody else gets like Doomslayer, Annoyotron, What's another good 2-drop? Loot Hoarder. Fucking, what's her name? The legendary Blood Mage. I've gotten that like once. Ouch, that's a really annoying taunt with Divine Shields at 4/5. I'm gonna need a silence, or I'm gonna have to consecrate to get rid of the Divine Shield on both his guys. Or we could weapon. We could weapon and consecrate. Consecrate. Weapon. Probably gonna kill off the 4/5 with my Boulder Fist and kill off the 1/2 Annoyotron with my weapon. So now he's probably gonna kill off my Boulder with his Azure. If he doesn't, that'd be really silly of him. I'm not really worried about my health. I've got these 2 Guardian and the Kings in my hand. I wish they would have made Guardians of Kings heal for 6 or 8 instead of 6. I just think that would make him a lot more viable. Did he just GG me? What is this? 6, 12. No. Let me have 5 health. Or 3 health. Okay. Question mark. So, Guardian. Shielded. Kill off his Drake. And swing Drake. So this was kind of silly of me because if he has another Force of Nature in his hand, he can win because now he can passive Force of Nature. Force of Nature does 6 damage in total because 3 2/2s, and then his passive does 1. So I guess the smarter thing to do, well, the safer route was to kill off my Boulder Fist to his Azure and then swing directly with my weapon. That would have been the safest way to go, but I didn't think he had another Force of Nature just because he only had 3 cards in his hand. But it was still, it could have gone either way there. If I would have lost because of that, I would have been pretty upset. So now we are going to play. We can play another Kings. I don't trust Druid decks. They have a lot of burst. Throw another Acidic down. We'll kill off his 5/5. And then we'll swing for 6 and swing for 2. And we'll end our turn. So it looks like we've pretty much won this game like normal. If I didn't already mention this, we always just go through. We'll win 3. We'll attempt to win 3 ranked games. And yeah, just so you guys can see how to play the deck and whatnot. And we're going to give a friendly guy a 3/2 for the well played. Wow, now he's an 8/8. He's a very powerful card. So we'll just throw down our Stormwind Champion. Nice.
Good job, guys. Whew. Sorry for the yawn.
Let's get a drink of Monster. Ugh. So let's see who we're going to play next. I honestly don't play a lot of Druids. I play a lot of Mages. Recently I've been seeing a lot of Paladins too, and a lot of Rogues. I don't know why a lot of Rogues, but... Also, if you're new to Hearthstone, if you're watching this, that's good. Good starting point also is check out some of our tip videos. Those should definitely help you just as much as these beginner videos, if these end up helping you. We kind of go over a lot more in those, and like what kind of packs to buy, what adventure mode to buy, what legendaries you should think about crafting, and there's also a lot of deck guides in there that are past the all commons. So once you get into the Hearthstone a little bit, you dive a little bit deeper, you get some cards behind you, you can actually start building some of these decks to get you into some really good rankings. So just pay attention to those if you haven't already checked them out, or at least seen them. So we're playing against another Druid. It looks like Druid is the deck of choice right now, or the class of choice, I should say. And of course, if you don't have all these common cards, if I mentioned before, you can kind of switch them out. I mean, it is an all common deck, so I mean, there's commons that are better than others or situational. It's just this is what I found is it meets my play style, and it's been doing me fairly well. So I'm gonna throw down the. We could coin an Acidic Swamp Ooze. Or we could just throw down a secret, or not. Yeah, because this is a secret that's 2. Whenever he attacks, you get a 2/1 as a blocker. So if we would have used this secret right now, it would have wasted it when he attacked with his passive. So we'll throw down the Ooze, and then next turn we will coin and Piloted Shredder, and then turn 4 maybe we'll draw turn 4 sometime between now and turn 4. And then we'll have 2 drop, 3 drop, which is our Shredder, and then an actual turn 4 card. If we draw a turn 5 card too, that'd be really good. So he's gonna Wraith, he's gonna kill it off. Acidic Swamp Ooze never stood a chance. Hey, look, that's the 4 drop. Nice. And then the reason we played the Paladin Shredder before the Shield Master is he doesn't have any cards on the field, so I'm not really worried about him attacking me directly or any of my cards on my field. And the Paladin Shredder has that extra 1 attack, and if he does happen to kill it, it's still going to bring out another creature, and that's going to be able to attack next turn. But if I were to play the Shield Master, I mean, it's not versatile like that. So now we'll throw down the Shield Master and swing for 4. We could have passived and used that secret, but I'd prefer not to just... There's not really a point to just do that yet. A simple silence would take down my Piloted Shredder if we would have given it a buff like that. Okay, so this guy has 10 fucking health, which is huge. We don't have a silence in our hand, which is not good. So we'll hit it for 3, draw silence? No. Alright, so now we'll throw down our Noble Sacrifice. This will, when he attacks with his creature, which hopefully he'll attack with his 5/7 before he passives, if he decides to passive, and then it'll bring it down to 5 health, and then the following turn we'll be able to hopefully take it down the rest of the way. I really don't want to waste both my creatures trying to kill him, but I will if necessary. Oh, so he did attack with it. It's going to bring out the 2/1. It's going to bring this guy down to a 5/5. I actually might start playing God of War. I think that's his name in my Druid deck. Just because of how many rush decks I'm playing. I mean, a turn 5, 10. If you don't have a silence, like, it's pretty fucking hard to get through. It's almost as annoying as the, what is that called? It's a 2/8 with taunt. I don't remember his name. Oh, nice. Okay, so... we'll throw down both our secrets. We'll throw down the shield on my 4/3. We'll passive. We'll swing against the... we could swing against his Divine Shield or swing onto his 5/5. He might have learned better now. I should have only put down 1 secret, because now that I put down 2, he knows one of them's probably going to be a Noble Sacrifice. So right now he's probably going to passive and attack, and then attack with his 5/1 to my 3/5. So that could have been stupid. I should have only put down 1 secret. Yeah, that's what he's done. Fuck. Silly me. I kind of gave away what I was doing. So that was a waste of a card right there. And because that died, don't give it to the 3/5. Oh, no. It may not be bad, because when he gives it to 3/5 and then he attacks with his 5/4, it won't die at first. It's going to take both of his creatures to hit through it. So that was probably the best thing that could have happened. In regards to where that buff landed. So we're going to swing. It's going to kill off the Paladin Shredder. Ooh, nice. We got the 2/3 spider. Or it's actually a 1/2, but... it's a 2/3 because of the Stormwind Champion, and it gets the buff. So I mean, it's doing work right now. I wonder what people must think when they see a Stormwind Champion and a Boulder Fist Ogre. Like, I don't know. So he wasted all of his mana killing the 6/6, the buff. So we're just gonna throw down the Boulder Fist, throw down the Shielded Mini Bot, swing for 4. Big old 4 damage right there. Big damage, big damage. A cool thing about the Piloted Shredder is, since I happen to get the gold ones out of the packs, but what's cool is every card that they bring out with its death rattle is golden. So even if I don't actually have that golden card, because Piloted Shredder is golden, any card that comes out of them is golden, which is a nice little cool factor. Even though the spider's golden image really isn't that cool. He just like moves his legs. He's just like. That's not actually the sound a spider makes, so I'm sorry. I like made some like roughly sound. I'm not really sure what this druid's gonna do. They don't have any form of field clear whatsoever, which is the sad part of a druid. I mean, there's swipe, but it only does 1 damage to everything else. So that's why most druids play like an Azure Drake. So it's like 5 damage to a target and 2 to everything else, which is a pretty good clear. But you have to have both those cards to make it so worthy of, or to make it so effective. Swipe on its own is still good, don't get me wrong. Druids have great cards, but they don't have a lot. They don't have like a Flame Strike kind of ability. I mean, I guess there's Starfire that does 2 to everything on the field, but not a lot of druids play that. 5-drop, do 2 to everything on the field when you can pay 7 and deal 4. Doesn't seem like it's kind of... If it was like a 5-drop, deal 3 to everything on the field, that would be a lot better. So it looks like he's just going straight defensive right now. Innervate for the... Wow, Chromacus. Did not expect to see that card in his deck. Okay, well. Concentrate. We obviously have to kill Crow unless we can GG it right here. Let's see. No, we cannot. So to the face. Throw down the secret. Passive. Swing for, again, a total of 4 damage. And next turn, if he doesn't play anything, it should be GG. So it's his 3 cards again to my 1 in hand. So he's beating me by hand control, but definitely not field control. Nourish, draw 3. Not bad, but now he only has 5 mana left. So unless he has like a Sledge Belcher, I don't see him being able to do anything too crazy. Big Game Hunter. I do not have a Dr. Boom out. I am sorry. Soul Kings. It's going to heal us for 6, but only really going to heal us for 4. We can just kill off his 4/2 and then swing directly with everything else. There's no Quartermasters in this deck, so there's no point to keep the Silverhand recruits on the field. My other Paladin deck that I have has, of course, the 2 Quartermasters in it, which gives you all of your Silverhand recruits plus 2/2. Really, really nice. So again, he played that 5/10 taunt card, which is going to be annoying to get past because it's literally going to take almost an entire field. But we did draw a weapon, which was really, really nice. So we're going to swing for 4, and then we will swing for our 5, swing with our spider. It's going to bring... no, we'll just kill it off with a Silverhand recruit. We'll save the spider's passive. And this should be game right here. And I just said passive instead of Death Rattle for that spider. If you don't have to trigger a Death Rattle, guys, don't, because then if they field clear, then you never get the Death Rattle from it. But if you use something with not a Death Rattle and then they use their field clear, you'll still have cards left over. So just be careful what cards you trade off with what other cards. Just think about it ahead of time. Like, I almost made that mistake. Not that that would have been like a game-changing mistake, but think about it. If you have a Shredder on the field and like a 2/2 and you want to kill off one of their cards, like a 3/2, don't use your Shredder. Use your 2/2. So we are playing another Paladin. This is the final game of the 3 games in a row. We're going to get rid of both the Iron Beaks in our hand because early game there's no point to have 2 Iron Beaks. It's more of a later game card, like 5 on, when they play maybe like a Tyrion or a Sledge Belcher or whatnot. Not on a Ragnaros, because then it just makes it so you can attack with it. Not on a Ragnaros. So ideally, we could have coined and shielded Minibot and used our Acidic Swamp Ooze. But I don't really want to waste Acidic Swamp Ooze that early because I know he has weapons. He's got to have a True Silver Champion in his deck. It's just one of those things. And also, we wouldn't have been able to, now that we drew a Piloted Shredder, been able to play that on turn 3. So that's good that we held on to our coin. See, he has a weapon there. I don't think I'm going to use my Acidic Swamp Ooze to get rid of the 1/4, though. I'm not sure. We could, but we're not. Kill off his shielded Minibot. He played that fairly well. any paladin that gets muster for battle and a shielded mini bot in the hand at like the starting hand before turn 2 and 3. Pretty nice start for them. And I'm glad I didn't play any of my secrets yet. That would have been, the Mystic is one of the most annoying cards in the game. It can change games, especially if you're playing a hunter deck. Like, taking an explosive shot from you sucks ass. So of course we're just gonna kill off the Mystic. We're gonna play the Paladin Shredder and end our turn. We're just gonna hold on to our Acidic Swamp Ooze until he plays a True Silver Champion, or maybe he'll play Tyrant later, or Tyrion later on, and we'll have to kill off his 5/3 weapon. I'm not sure. I just know the Acidic Swamp Ooze will be held until a weapon is played. Don't blow your load. Don't blow your load early, everybody. That sounded completely wrong. So we got a 2/2 that's completely useless in this deck. But at least it is a Knife Juggler killer. So we're going to play another Paladin Shredder and end our turn. So what is this? I know exactly who I'm playing against. Hello there, Timmy. People who put their actual full names as their name in Blizzard. I'm so done. It's like if you happen to be on Skype right now and that happened to be your Skype name, I could DDoS the fuck out of you and win this game because you used your name. And it has to also be your Skype name, but most likely if you have Skype, you're going to use your real name because you're connecting with friends. So I suggest not using your real name when playing an actual game, guys, or like an online game, because if I was mean, I would DDoS him. Not that I DDoS, but you could get DDoS. Okay, so we have the Consecration in our hand, but I don't really want to use that against the 4/2 and 2/1/1s. I'd rather save it when he uses a little bit more of a little something. So from here, we could have used the shield on one of our guys and protected him, but there's not really a point because I'd rather save that to like a shield master or something where it's really going to benefit from giving it a divine shield. The whole point of the protector is to protect against something big. The 1/1 Silverhand recruits aren't big. Oh, there's the Tyrion. And this is what I've been saying. Oh god. Silence, silence, silence. No silence. Shit. Alright. Well, I think we might be able to pull off something pretty cool here. And it's called being defensive as fuck. Okay. So we're going to throw down our secret. And in hopes right now, we're going to take out his Divine Shield. Fuck that Divine Shield. And then hopefully, this is what I'm hoping for. He attacks with his 6/6. Our secret goes off. He has 4 health left. Next turn, we can use our weapon, kill off the Tyrion, use our Acidic Swamp Ooze, kill off that weapon, and attack with everything else. That's the mindset here. So swing. Okay. Unfortunately, he killed my creatures, so I'm not going to be able to do as much damage next turn because he only has 11 health left, but still we'll be able to deal with Tyrion because this guy is, in my opinion, in the top 5 legendaries in this game, being class specific. I do have a guide on what legendaries to... Ooh, nice silence. That would have been great when Tyrion first came out, but now I believe we might use it on the sledge just so we can attack directly. Because the Tyrion's going to die anyway, and we're using our Acidic Swamp Ooze to kill the weapon. So, and we have enough mana, because this is going to toss 2, 2, and then 4, that's 8, we got 9, we got plenty. Alright, weapon, kill Tyrion, Acidic Swamp Ooze, swing directly for 3. This guy didn't even fucking see this coming. That all common deck wombo combo, guys, right here. So hopefully he doesn't have another Consecrate. Alright. And I forgot, I was in the middle of stating something. And when I forgot what I was talking about prior. Fuck. I was on a rant and then I talked about doing the combo and then I lost myself. Anyway, if you have any questions about the deck list on the side, I didn't really go over it like most of the time because I kind of got sidetracked and was talking about other things. But if you have any questions on that, just let me know. I mean, you've seen most of the combos in the deck. There's not many. It's just don't be stupid, make good trades, buff your cards, play your secrets at vital times, and make sure you use your coin correctly. This deck is pretty straightforward in its play style. Acidic Swamp Ooze, that was in my hand since turn 1, but we used it at a very crucial time at which he could have definitely come back. I mean, I'm only at 12 health, and him getting a 5/3 weapon, that's pretty fucking huge. So, I mean, we were able to deal with that very effectively, and I don't think this Paladin has anything left to do. That's why he's just sitting here doing nothing, like a cool kid. So, yeah, we'll give him that well played. We'll give him that JJ. So next turn, of course, we're just going to swing with our weapon and swing with our creatures, and that should be the end of this game. So, yeah. Oh, he left. Alright, so thank you guys for enjoying another one of our all-common deck walkthrough, guide, builder, helper, beginner thing. So, if you liked it, throw a like. And if you'd like to see more, of course, subscribe. It really helps the channel out, like I always say. Even if you don't like subscribing, it only hurts for a second, right? Then you totally forget about it. So, thanks for guys for stopping by the inn. Really appreciate you watching our videos and being there for us. And happy whatever the hell day it is.